In this video, we're gonna see a young police dog absolutely fail at its job, but not before the police can take Dr. Evil and fold his ass up like a burrito at Chipotle.
Stop! 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 Fuck! Dude, you're gonna get shot!
How did we get here? I'm gonna break it all down for you. We got a bald guy getting ready to fail at the Grand Theft Auto game of life, and we have a police dog that has no idea what it's doing, but let's take you back. April 13th, 2024, Vancouver, Washington. We got Tweedledum and Tweedledee. That's this bald guy and what I believe to be his girlfriend with red hair. What they end up doing is they're driving around in a suspicious vehicle. Deputy pulls up, sees the suspicious vehicle and sees them walking away. But when he attempts to stop them, they take off running. They put out a bolo for, guess what, something not hard to find, a bald guy with a red-headed girlfriend. Not too hard to find. We're talking about Mr. Evil and who's somebody with red hair? Dr. Evil and Jessica Rabbit. It ain't gonna be hard to find these two people walking down the street. So after they flee that area, they need a new ride. At gunpoint, they do an armed carjacking of a guy in his white pedophile van. So now we have Dr. Evil, Jessica Rabbit driving around in the white pedo van. You couldn't have made it any easier for the police to find you. I guess they realized they picked the wrong car, so they end up 20 minutes later going into a mall parking lot and trying to carjack another vehicle. Well, they fail at that. So officers are all over the area canvassing for Tweedledum and Tweedledee, and they find the white pedo van abandoned in the parking lot of the American Legion, which is filled to the brim with a bunch of old folks trying to win some money playing bingo. Where we're gonna take you now is the officers are on scene. What I find hysterical is these officers aren't searching for anything, man. They're just smoking and joking, man. They're just completely hanging out. And this idiot, the bald-headed guy with a level 4 star in GTA, walks out into the open. Everybody knows when you're playing Grand Theft Auto, all you gotta do is hide for a little while, get your car painted, and you come out with a clean record. Let's see what happens.
Get your hands up! What's going on? Hands up! I want to get
What? Stop! 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 Stop!
Hands in your pocket! Sorry.
Let's play this for you again, but GTA style. I don't know what he was thinking when he did this.
Get your hands up! I want to get
What? Stop! 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 Stop!
Hands in your pocket! Sorry.
So things are starting to get real hairy real quick. My boy reaches into his pocket immediately, and they already know this guy is armed. Now we're gonna switch over to the canine officer's view. He gets a lot more up close and personal, and what I wouldn't recommend is bringing a police dog to a gunfight. All of his backups kind of left him, and he's out there by himself with a dog in one hand and a gun in the other, and honestly, I don't think he knows how to use either of them at this point.
Hands in your pockets, Basar! You're gonna get bit by the dog! You're gonna get bit by the dog, dude! Yeah. You're gonna get bit by the dog, dude! You're gonna get bit by the dog! That's a gun.
So let's talk about what just happened. We got this canine officer going after an armed subject with both hands on the leash, and he's by himself at this point. All of his backups have taken cover behind the vehicle and can no longer see this guy. This guy literally pulls a gun out and points it right at the officer, and the officer is unable to respond because his hands are tied up on the leash and nobody else can see what's happening. At the same time, he's trying to encourage that dog to get target locked on the subject. But I'm sorry, I hate to say this dog has no idea what's going on right now. Whether it's a lack of experience or a lack of training, a little bit of both, he's trying to get the dog keyed up. The dog's spinning around looking for the guy in what we say the Stay Puft marshmallow suit. This dog has no idea that Dr. Evil is right in front of him.
Fast!
I want to roll back here a little bit and yet again point out how hairy this is. This canine officer has balls of steel, I'm gonna give him that. He's going after this guy, he just had a gun pointed at him, and now he's hoping to let this dog handle business. The problem is the dog has no idea what's going on. This is not to hurt anybody's feelings. This is an inexperienced dog. They all start out this way, but any hard street dog, if it rounds that corner and sees this guy sitting there, the employee or the guy that works here, when he rounds that corner, that guy would have been nuked. About 99% of police dogs would have absolutely destroyed the first thing they came into contact with when they round that corner. So this guy in the red jacket's just lucky. Moving on. He literally sends the dog right up to the suspect, Dr. Evil. Great, we got target lock. The dog runs right up to him and does nothing. Nothing is more frustrating than when your dog has a failure to engage, especially on Dr. Evil, especially with a 4-star threat level, especially going into a bingo hall. It would have been great if that dog handled business right then. But the good news is, now that the officers let the dog go, he can finally hold the gun with both hands, but he doesn't use the gun. Why did he holster? I heard him holster. This is not the time to holster.
Here! Knox, here! Knox, here!
Is your dog failing to recall? Does your dog not listen to any command you give? Are you considering because your dog is so out of control, it's absolutely embarrassing and you can't consider living one more day? We have the solution for you. Daikinine, a dog trainer prescription that in as little as 30 days can get your dog from 0 to hero so that you no longer have to live a life of despair. Available at daikinine.com. Side effects may include a dog that actually listens to you, your neighbors being jealous of how amazing your dog is, and your family hating you because your dog's better than theirs.
Knox, here! Knox, here!
This is a canine handler's worst nightmare. We now have a dog completely off leash, running around a bingo hall. He's holstered. He's more worried about recalling the dog, which by the way has no recall. And I'm pretty sure this guy just pointed a gun at him again. This is the second time this guy's pointed a gun at him. And what makes me think the gun was pointed at him is the officer's reaction when this guy points something at him. He retreats and takes cover. Now I understand this is a very hairy situation because if he does start shooting at this guy, we always have to think about the backstop. If the bullets go through this guy, or if you miss the guy, and the problem is what's behind is at least a handful of people sitting there trying to play bingo.
Here! Knox, here! Knox, here! Dude, you're gonna get shot!
At least we have a happy ending. Excellent job defending your life, protecting those people in the bingo hall, and this guy got absolutely smoked. You're gonna talk about drop like a sack of potatoes? That's exactly what we're seeing here. It's worth watching again.
Dude, you're gonna get shot!
This guy's just been Swiss cheese. Now you may be wondering what happened to Jessica Rabbit. We didn't forget about her. You can't make this shit up, man. You know what you want to do when you're trying to hide from the police? You don't want to dress like the Unabomber and walk down the road. You want to stick out like a sore thumb. Check her out as officers roll up on her. Tell me if she doesn't look suspicious.
Hours later, after 3 o'clock, Fox 12's cameras were rolling as deputies found the woman also suspected to be involved in the initial carjacking, and she was taken into custody on Northeast 144th Avenue.
Overall, an excellent job by these officers handling business. Yes, the K9 could use a little bit of extra work, that's for sure, but they got these subjects in custody, they smoked one, and everyone lived happily ever after. So what's the moral of the story? If you're a level 4 wanted level, stay hiding. Walking right towards the police, probably not the smartest move. See y'all on the next one.